Alright guys, welcome back. Another one, 2004 Dodge Caravan. And the complaint on this one, pretty similar to the other ones, is we got no blower in the front on any speed. High speed, 3, 2, 1, nada. For the back, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the blower motor kicked in on the back. Alright, so no blower in the front, blower's good in the back. So we gotta go in there and start testing the blower motor circuit. Might be a blower motor, might be a resistor, might be this AC module right here. But we gotta start testing, and all we're gonna need is a simple test light. So let's go. Alright, so really quick, let me try to break this down. Got a front blower relay. When this is activated, it sends power down the wire through the resistor, out the blower. Power continues out the resistor to the AC heater, what's this say? Control, which is your knob, which is this, that shit right there. Okay, now that's with the circuit at rest. So with the circuit at rest, there should be power. If I go to the blower motor, I'm gonna have power on here and on here. Once I command the blower motor on, this ground will travel through the resistor out to the blower motor. Power here and ground here will activate that blower motor, and we can do all of our testing right here. So it should be pretty simple. Alright, so I got this little tool from Lyle. I don't know what the part number is. Oh, it might be here. But basically this goes into the cigarette lighter, and it gives you a ground and a power, so you don't have to be fucking around and trying to find a good power and ground. So the light's lit, that means we got a power and ground there. So I'm gonna hook up to ground so that I can do my test, and always check your test light, so we're good there. Alright, so over here at the blower motor resistor, I should have a power on that green and a power on the black, because the circuit is at rest. Nothing is turned on. Remember, the power goes through there in the blower motor and out, and all the way to, once I activate the switch over here, the blower, this fucker right here, then that's gonna send a ground back out through the blower motor resistor and into the blower, and that's gonna turn it on. So on the black one, the bottom one, I got a power. On the top one, I got a power. On the green, that's the one that should have a ground once I turn the switch on. So I'm gonna leave the test light in there, and we're gonna turn this shit on. That's on low speed. Number 2, 3, 4. There's no ground there. That light should go out, but nothing's happening. So a couple things. We either have a fucked up module here, opening the blower motor resistor, or an opening one of the wires somewhere. Alright, so since I got a power on both of my wires, that tells me that this circuit in the blower motor is good. What I want to do now is switch over to ground. No, switch over to battery positive, so that I can check the circuits, which is these 4 wires that are in the blower motor resistor. So I'm gonna go on the bottom left, stick my light in there, and I want to make sure that this light turns on when I turn this over. And that's telling me that this HVAC control module right here is actually sending a ground to the resistor. Here, let me go ahead and check the top wire. Stick my test light in there. There it is. Alright, so with the module sending a ground to the resistor, but that ground not making it to the blower motor, that tells me that this resistor is bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and change it, but I don't know if the blower motor is working, so what I'm gonna do is unplug this, and then I'm gonna test it with my power probe, and we're gonna activate it and make sure that blower motor works, because I don't want to sell a blower motor resistor just to find out that that blower motor doesn't work. Usually you try to sell them together, but my thing is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So nothing wrong with that blower motor. We're gonna check it out right now, and then we'll change the resistor, and that should be it for this one. Let me take that off. It's just 2 bolts. I'm gonna unplug it and check the blower motor. All right, check it out. I don't know how good you can see that, but you'll get the idea. So I got the green and the black wire. These are the 2 wires that go to the blower motor. Got the power probe here. So I'm just gonna go to the back of it, and I'm gonna hook up on the green wire. Make sure my alligator tip is touching the green wire. And I'm gonna, so we got a ground there. See, let me turn the little, so there's a ground. That means that this circuit, this ground here is going through the green wire out and coming back out the black one. So I'm gonna hit it with power. And that activates the blower motor. So that's a good blower motor. This car just needs a resistor. We're gonna change it out, and then we're gonna try it out. And if it's fixed, then it's good to go. If it's gonna go resistor, you can see all those windings in there. That's, each of those is a different resistance, so that when you command your AC unit over here, you command it on, it'll send power through a different one depending on the position that you put it on, and it'll be a different speed for the blower motor. The new one looks a little different. It's more of like a solid state chingadera, and even though it looks different, it's gonna work. I've done a couple of these before, and let me just put it in and see. All right, so the new resistor's in. I got the test light hooked up. I'm over here hooked up on ground. So remember, with the circuit at rest, there should be power on both wires. Now watch what happens when I turn the blower motor on. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's actually on. So this works. But look at the test light. Every resistance, it's gonna make the light brighter and brighter, and dimmer and dimmer. So there you have it. Blower motor resistor, open circuit. That's a fix, guys. Blower motor resistor, open circuit. Pretty easy to check. It's a basic circuit. It's a simple power and ground check, and that's it. These are very common on these Dodge Caravans, so if you have it, most likely this is what you're going to be looking at. But don't forget to test powers and grounds, and check your circuits, your controls, and that's it. See you guys on the next one. Peace out.